All right, good morning, Sports and Coffee. This is the 2025 CFL season project. I have used three different games to do this projection. This is week 14. Today I'm celebrating the release. I created this game years ago, typed it up last year, September of last year, but I did not publish it on Lulu, and I decided 2 days ago to go ahead and publish it. So it's been a book available on Lulu. I just never hit the publish button, and I decided I'm going to go ahead and publish it. It's called Fictional Franchise Football, FFF, and it uses a simple game system I designed a long time ago for instant results games, and we're going to play out this particular week, probably going to play out the remainder of the season. Now, I have enough data that I could rate the teams based on their performance, and so these now are about as close as I could possibly get, I think, for accurate scores. So that means we roll the dice once, we tally the scores, we move on to the next game. So this is an instant results game. My game, though, because it's a franchise game, features a very simple 2d6 roll before the game to see if either team is negatively impacted during the week. So the BC Lions come in here. If I roll a 7, that means they're going to lose one of their offensive dice. No, they're healthy. They're good to go. No, and Ottawa is healthy, good to go. All right, so let's take a look at the teams. We've got Buck Pierce coaching this BC Lions team with Rourke, Butler, and Pickett are the backs. Rourke, the quarterback. Hatcher, Katoy, McGinnis, and Berryhill are the chief receivers. White is the field goal kicker. On the flip side, at TD Place is head coach Bob Dice and his Ottawa Red Blacks. Brown is the quarterback. Stanbeck, Eda Bobier is the second back. Hardy, Lewis, Pimpleton, and Addison are the chief receivers. Ward is the place kicker. This game literally uses dice, 6 dice, and we're going to roll for Ottawa. They didn't have any pregame effects, so they're going to get to roll 7 for the score, and we're going to go Ottawa. We'll have to roll first as they are the underdog. So we're going to roll for Ottawa at home here, put themselves on the block. 10, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, plus 2, 23 points for Ottawa. It's going to be an easy day, I think, for BC. BC's healthy. Let's see if they can get it done. They have an extra die. Uh-oh, they might not. 7, 12, 15, 16, 17, plus 2. Holy cow, 17 plus 2, 19. They're going to lose 23-19. BC's going to fall to 5-7. Ottawa's won 2 in a row, folks. That's unbelievable. So fans here at TD Place can celebrate an Ottawa victory late in the season, or I should say midway? Not quite midway. A little over midway in the season. And Buck Pierce cannot get his BC Lions in the right direction here. Wow, okay. Next up on the schedule is the Hamilton Tiger Cats. This team has had a great season this year in real life. They're 7-4 in my play, so they're having a good season both ways. And the Montreal Alouettes are 4-7 in my play. They're doing pretty good on the season as well. But in my play, they're a little behind the 8 ball. All right, Hamilton's going to come in here really strong with a great offense this year. And Montreal, average offense, but a really good defense. So let's roll to see if Hamilton comes in here worse for wear. No, they do not. It's Montreal defending their Percival Molson Stadium, and they are good to go. All right, so here we go. Hamilton, we're going to go here again. Montreal hometown team. They are also the underdog, so we're going to roll them first. 1, 2, 3. They're going to get 6 dice for their points. I can't believe how low the Ottawa Red Blacks BC Lions game was. However, in real life, if Ottawa's going to win this game, they would have to hold BC down. I think that's the only way the Ottawa wins that game. Ooh, not good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 3, 15 for Montreal. They must get a rouge in there somewhere. And the Tiger Cats, the best offense in the league. And they go to work. It's going to be 10, 20, 30, minus 2, 28 points for Hamilton. And Hamilton's going to go to 8-4, folks. Montreal is going to fall to 4-8. There's 12 games in their belt, week 14. So again, the Tiger Cats, coached by Scott Milanovic. Bo Mitchell is the quarterback. Augustine and Bell the backs. White, Lawler, Smith, Bridges, and Leggio as the place kicker. Over here, Jason Moss tried his best. They come up short. Alexander, the quarterback. Thomas Erlington and Theus are the backs. Sneed, Spiker, Philpott, and Rambo. And Maltos is the place kicker. But they unfortunately cannot stop the Tiger Cats. Tiger Cats are having a great season. I believe they are the top of that division in real life. All right, next up is Saskatchewan. One of the things the CFL does that American leagues refuse to do is to let teams play each other back-to-back. CFL seems to do this. Saskatchewan and Winnipeg played last week. 1 week removed, they play again. They just flip home field. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just so foreign to Americans as we just don't see that. I mean, there's only been a handful of times in history that the NFL teams will actually ever see each other back to back. There would have been times, obviously, in history it would have probably happened, but it's something that it's kind of taboo in American sport. The only time you'd see a team back to back is like college ball. You play each other in in your season, and then you end up in the conference championship against each other the very next week, kind of thing. Or in a bowl game, you end up playing each other in a bowl game or something. But yeah, it's really weird. Every time I do that, I have to double check my schedule and say, did I write it down wrong? So anyway, Winnipeg last week on the road against Saskatchewan. This time they decide to soccer. I think they would call this a derby style in soccer, where you play a certain team, in a derby. Anyway, Saskatchewan now goes on the road at 10-1 to face Winnipeg at 7-4. These are two of the premier teams right now. I would say Hamilton is headed on a collision course to face either Saskatchewan or Winnipeg in the Cup. So that's what I think is going to happen. But let's take a look here. Saskatchewan, coached by Corey Mace. Trevor Harris at quarterback. Oulet and Stevens are the backs. Johnson, Myers, Emilus, and Robustelli are the receivers. Lather is the place kicker. On the flip side, the Blue Bombers at home in those beautiful uniforms. Mike O'Shea is the coach here at Princess Auto Stadium. Caleros is the quarterback. Peterson and Oliveria are the backs. Dimsky, Wheatfall, Stearns, and Clercius are the receivers. Castillo is doing the place kicking. So let's go ahead and roll to see if Saskatchewan comes in nicked up. They do not, but close. Winnipeg, are they nicked up? They are not. So we're going to see full bore here, folks. Here we go. And again, the Saskatchewan being on the road. Winnipeg's at home. I'm going to say Winnipeg, again, is the underdog, even though they're at home. So Winnipeg's going to roll first. Wow, they're going to have a good day. 10, 20, 25, 5, 6, 7, 27, minus 5, 22 for Winnipeg. A couple of rouge in there today. Wow, and here we go. Winnipeg, this is where Winnipeg's in trouble. Their defense is only a +0. Saskatchewan's defense is the best, almost the best in the game. Saskatchewan's going to score 10, 20, see here, 28. No modifier. There it is, folks. Saskatchewan, thanks to a Winnipeg defense that's average, they're going to win this. It's going to be 11-1 Saskatchewan. Winnipeg will topple to 7-5 at Princess Auto Stadium. Outstanding, though. Saskatchewan has been just a joy from beginning to end of this season for me. I had hoped they would be undefeated at this point, but somebody got them a couple of weeks ago in my play, and it kind of messed up my dreams of an undefeated CFL team. Only one time in history has a team gone undefeated in the CFL that I'm aware of. I could be mistaken, but I think only one time ever. I can't remember who that was now. I want to say it was Edmonton, but I don't know. It doesn't sound quite right. Speaking of Edmonton, the final game of the week, Week 14. Again, I'm trying to stay a week ahead of what's happening in real life so I can make adjustments to the teams if something's really off. However, now I've had enough. There's enough sample of games that I could rate them for my game, Fictional Franchise Football. And I'll probably do this for the remainder of the season because it'll be more accurate, be faster, and guarantee that I will be able to get the season done before the Grey Cup. All right, the Calgary Stampeders come in here fantastic. One of the better offenses and the best defense in the CFL in 2025. Dave Dickinson runs this show with Adams at quarterback, Mills and Vaughn in the backfield, Philpott, Rhymes, Jones, and Brooks are the receivers. Paredes is the place kicker. On the flip side, we're in Edmonton, and they have not had such a great year. They're 3-8. Calgary's only 5-6. With this great defense, though, things may start to swing their way toward the end of the season. They may find themselves in the final playoffs. Mark Killam is the head coach here of the Elks. Their quarterback, Ford, Rankin, and Leak are the chief backs. Dunbar, Gittins, Julian, Grant, and Mathis are the receivers, and Blanchard is doing the place-kicking duties. We are in the Commonwealth Stadium for today's game, and Edmonton, clearly the weaker team. Are they affected this week? They are not. Are the Calgary Stampeders affected this week? They are not. So Edmonton comes in here, I should say, at home here, will be the ones to break the ice. And here we go. Oh, wow, they had a brilliant day. 12, 17, 23, minus 8 is 15. Is that right? 23? Oh, where's my cat? 23 minus 8. Why can't I do this in my head? 23 minus 8. That's 13. That's going to be, what am I doing here? That's 5. Yeah, 15. I was right. The Calgary defense is amazing, folks. And Calgary is going to get, let me see here, 2. Calgary gets 8 dice. And here they go, Calgary Stampeders. I invented this game years ago. I don't know if I think I had shared it with one of my Brit friends. But it never went beyond sharing of that. And then I decided last year to write it up and publish it as a fictional franchise game with a league of 26 fictional teams that you can keep playing. But I didn't publish it. So I had too much happening, and I thought, it's too simple. People won't like it. But I decided, you know what? I'm doing it. 10, 20, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, plus 1, 34. Calgary is going to put a whooping on Edmonton. And that is our highest score of the week, folks. Calgary, with that defense, climbs to 6-6. Edmonton continues to topple out of the running for the final, for the tournament, postseason tournament, as I think Edmonton's going to be looking forward to next year. And Mark Killam may be weighing job opportunities elsewhere if this continues. And there you have it, folks. That is the 14th week of the CFL 2025 season using Fictional Franchise Football, which I have just hit the publish button on the Lulu book page for those who might be interested in owning this game. It comes with a fictional league of 26, full schedule that you can then reverse or double reverse to keep playing forever, and a very simple off-season chart to see how teams change between seasons. There is no team creation, as I actually use real life ratings formulas to rate the teams. So there is no formula for creating teams in the game. You can take those 26 and make your own leagues or whatever, or you can kind of guess your way into your own. But there's no team creation in that game, and that's because I actually use formulas to come up with real. So you'll find that 26-team fictional league is actually based on the NFL of that particular season, and you can just keep playing. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been CFL Project, Week 14. We saw the BC Lions go into Ottawa and kind of get shocked. They could be 6-6 now, folks, but they toppled to the Red Blacks, 23-19. And Hamilton, of course, one of the best teams this year, one of the teams I've enjoyed playing a lot in this project. Hamilton rolls into Montreal, who's having an off year in my play. And Hamilton gets it done, 28-15. They're 8-4. Montreal topples to 4-8. Then the creme de la creme, Saskatchewan, who's been a dominant football team, thanks to both a good offense and a better defense. They come in 10-1 in Winnipeg in back-to-back games, and they beat them by just 6 in Winnipeg's house, 28-22. Saskatchewan now at 11-1, a surefire a team to make it to the final, to make it to the postseason playoff, and probably a Grey Cup opportunity. Winnipeg goes to 7-5, and they're still respectable, but boy, it would have been nice to beat Saskatchewan here. Then Calgary, in my project, not near as good as they are in real life. However, now that I have a bigger sample size, I can rate the teams, and Calgary should see more wins over the last few weeks, as that top defense should start to win games for them, and it did here as it cost Edmonton a lot of points. Calgary at 5-6 rolled in here and doubled up Edmonton in a 34-15 win. They are 6-6. Edmonton continues to slide. They're down to 3-9. And there it is, folks. That's week 14. Thanks for watching. Good day.